Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome back to To Be Determined. In today's video, we finally got to the end of my footage from the 24-hour stream, which technically only lasted 21 hours, but who's really counting? But yeah, the last 3 or 4 videos have just been from that first day of the update, so I still have weeks and weeks of progress to show in these videos, so if you guys want to see that in the future, make sure to drop a like on this one, smash the sub button so you're notified when the videos go up, hit the bell, and without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's do some more upgrades. So, I have a lot of this stuff saved up, so I'm just gonna grab 8 stacks of that, talk to this guy, and he upgrades the badge to Campfire God Badge 1. So it gives some extra defense while burning. Let me try this real quick. I want to see if we can do it, because it's bugged to deal true damage and it's not supposed to. All right, I might be able to just do this. I am not able to just do that. Problem is, I cannot out heal that. 31,000. I think that's working a little bit better. Nice. We do this. We hit this. Okay. I think it's working now. I just need to not take that first tick, and I can't take it while someone's standing on it. All right, there we go. Now we talk to him. Get this. Campfire badge level 4. Nice. Keep completing trials to upgrade your accessory. All right, let's see. I think we can do it. All right, got that one. Campfire God Badge 5. Keep completing trials to upgrade your accessory. I don't think it upgrades rarity. Otherwise, he'd say next rarity upgrade in a certain amount of time. Because it is giving more defense and extra mending, but it's not actually like higher rarity. Because that's the same way as it is for the other one. How much damage does this do? I can't even see how much damage it does. What? Let me do this. 115k. All right, well, I don't think we're doing that until that gets fixed, to be honest. So, well, we got the accessory upgraded to Soul Campfire God Badge 5, and I think it's time that we finally give this fella a recom. So let's go ahead and do that. Hit him with the recom in here. Boom, 1 recombobulator, and okay, there we go. Crit damage. So now we have 1825 magical power. Okay, we just claimed some shard upgrades, which were pretty nice. We'll take them. And also got level 487 in the process. So let's go. We are now 24th in the global ranking. Finally, Nocturnal Animal is maxed, so we get 10 sweep during the night. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Vine Sap level 9. Which means we have maxed every single collection in the update. Fig logs, tenderwood, mangrove logs, vine sap, lush lilac, and sea loomies are fully maxed. And we are currently 18% to level 488, 27th in SkyBlock XP in the world. So apparently there's a bug where when, I don't know if it's bugged for when you reset your tree or like what causes it, but a lot of XP gets added or it's not calculated before, and we just got up to level 489 because of it, but then we look in our menu and we're back down to 487. So I'm very confused. So I guess once the calculation is fixed, we should be 489, something like that. And that should be enough for us to max out the new salmon shard, lost and found 10. So we have a 1% higher chance to find a wet book when fishing treasures. Not really gonna help that much, but it is some SkyBlock XP, so we'll take it. All right, so for this recipe, for the net, I need another 14 flex bones and 19 enchanted sea loomies. So 14 of these. Oh, they're not on here. I gotta look on the auction house. That's gonna be a little annoying. There we go. Holy cow, my purchase went down so much. Hey, at least my my cake soul sold. That's nice. But we'll go ahead and claim those. There's 32 flex bones. All right, let's buy 19 of these, please. 9, voila. 17 mil for that. And then we take this and we do that and that. Turbo fishing nets. So it upgrades from 28 pull to 53. So we're getting 25 extra pull plus 50% extra throw distance. So what this means is now if we warp, actually, you know what? I'm just going to teleport up top here, and we are in diver's armor. I can just jump down in here, and I can, for the first time, maybe catch a spike. Maybe I can. Look at that. We're getting him slowly but surely. And first spike shards acquired. Let's go. So we can now be getting our hands on a lot more things here, which is really nice, and killing stuff a lot faster. So we are now 31% to level 488, currently 27th ranked in the world. See if we can keep moving up. That should be enough for us to max out the payback attribute. So when hit, your next hit will deal 20% extra damage. That's a pretty nice one to have maxed. And that also means we're now 64% to level 488, currently 29th in the world. Another max attribute coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We have Cheap Steak 10. So that's the cod shard. So just 10% more coins from fishing treasures. Not really a great thing for us, but you know what? If we ever have to fish for treasure, that'll be helpful. And it's SkyBlock XP. So we are currently 67% to 488, 28th in the global ranking. I'm hoping we can get ourselves up to 490 at least today, but we'll see what happens. Time to make another purchase. 16 enchanted sea loomies plus 1 pressure talisman and all of the deep roots that I have saved up equals 1 pressure ring. So now if we can get the artifact up in here, that would be goated, but I'm not buying deep roots on the auction house, so we're just gonna wait until I get all those done. But that is a new blue rarity talisman, so he's gonna go in here somewhere. We'll say right there, and that gives us a little more SkyBlock XP, a little more magical power. So we're now up to 1828 magical power. They added so much magical power with this update. It's actually crazy. 60% to 488. 27th in the world. All right, I have hunted a lot of frogs today, but this should be the last one for a little bit. I'm sure we'll need frog shards for some sort of crafting at some point, but as of right now, that is the last one we're going to use. Forest trap level 10. Forest shards get caught by traps 10% faster. Have just got foraging 52. Let's go. 30 SkyBlock XP, and that puts us, dude, there's no way. Nah, that can't be real, right? I got no attributes to claim. All right. There's no way. We're 99% to 488. That's crazy. I forgot that this was a thing, but we're going to do it now. Fish bowl recipe to the medium fish bowl. Voila. And then for the large one, it's going to cost us 16 fig stones. I'm going to wait a little bit on that one, but we do at least have the blue version now. So that'll be a little bit more magical power. That puts us at 1831 MP and SkyBlock level 488. Let's go. 2% to 489. All right, fellas, we are now 16 hours and 45 minutes in, and this is another maxed attributes, the Strider Surfer shards, and we now get 30% more damage against lava sea creatures. So that puts us up to 10% to level 489. Ladies and gentlemen, chill 15. There's 1,000 kills, 155th person to max it out. We will take it. That puts us 21%, level 489, 29th in the world right now. Shell level 10. Let's go. We now have the 100% knockback resistance from the shell-wise reforge or attribute now. Deep diving level 10 acquired. We now have 50 respiration from that, so that's really nice. Puts us up to 30% to level 489, currently 30th in the world. Hunting these things was such a pain, but we now have the drowned shards that we need to get humanoid ruler level 10, 30% more damage against humanoid creatures. Let's go. Puts us up to 33% to 489. That is pest luck level 10, so we now have 20% chance to obtain rare loot from pests. Would have been nice when I was actually farming, but oh well, we'll take it for now. Gives us 74% of the way to level 489, currently 34th in the ranking, so we've dropped a decent amount. That's another maxed attribute, extreme pressure 10. We get 50 pressure resistance from maxing Loomy Squid bestiary, or not bestiary, attributes. So let's go. That puts us 75% to 489, 33rd in the world right now. So my goal for today was really to get to at least level 490. We have 700,000 forest whispers that we're going to get if we reset this. So I'm just going to reset and see what that gives us. So if we unlock sweep, put 27 forest whispers in that, we get 366 SkyBlock XP and punched all the way up to level 492. Man, that's some SkyBlock XP right there. There's water elemental 10s. We now get 10 intelligence out of that. Let's go. So from this chest and above and all of these I have done. I've still got all of these chests to go through. There's so much stuff in here to salvage. I'm hoping they add like a bulk salvage option in the future for me to kind of worry about doing it that way, because right now I've been going through these and it's taken forever. But we got a little bit of rewards, only 59 shards that I can actually salvage or siphon, but the rest I'll be able to fuse, so we'll go ahead and claim these. And that gets a decent amount of our abilities up to level 10. So we've got Mana Steel, we've got Arthropod Ruler, and Torrent Elemental up to level 10, and Midas Midas Touch as well. So that's a decent amount, up to level 10, 10 Skywalk XP for that. So we are now 96% to 489. Currently 78th in the world. So we dropped down quite a bit since last night, but we'll see if we can keep pushing and get leveled back up. And after combining a bunch of those leftover shards, I now have reached level 489, 17% to level 490. So hopefully our rank's gone up a little bit off of that. All right, finally killed enough fan flares to max them out. So that is Moonglade Mastery level 10. So 10 extra fortune on mangrove and big trees. All right, this is another big one that we're maxing out right here. We've been fusing Kraken shards with Apex Dragons, and that makes the Ether Drake shard, which gives extra crit damage. So that's gonna be really strong for our damage. Plus it does help get us extra health with the Mastiff armor. So we might be able to make it past the fire trial a little bit better now, but go ahead and do this and claim that. So we now have unlimited energy 10. So we are currently 47% of the way to 490, 84th in the global ranking. All right, we just got the last core lot shards that we're gonna need, at least for siphoning. The rest will be used for fusion. So this attribute's kind of trash, but we do get some Skywalk XP for it. So we're up to 49%. I don't know if it's updated, but we're now 81th in the global ranking. And that is the last Invisibug shard I should need, at least for anything other than fusion. So last siphon, we now have Fancy Visit level 10. So high rarity garden visitor is gonna be coming in clutch. All right, well, we are about to make basically maxed foraging armor. So this is gonna be everything we need for max foraging stats. Currently, there is one more thing we could put on this, but we've got the full groovy set with citrine, the Foraging Fortune boost, Foraging Wisdom boost, and the Sweet boost, Recoms, and Force Pledge level 5 on the whole set. So the only other thing that we could possibly put on here that would really still be helpful is the Fighting booster. I believe this one is from later on in Agatha's shop, but I'm not really hunting things with this set too much right now, and my damage is capped anyways by the hunt axe that I'm using. So I'm already one-tapping everything when I need to, so it doesn't really help me. So as far as Foraging Fortune and Sweep and all those actual stats for foraging go, this is the maxed out setup as of right now. And unfortunately, it doesn't go in museum, so I can't even museum it for the XP, but it's still a pretty big W, so we'll take it. All right, fellas, thank you so much for watching to the end. Hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to smash the like and the sub button if you haven't already. We are closing in on 30,000 subscribers, so getting very close to that red name. And thank you guys so much for all the support on the recent foraging videos. Looking forward to making more update videos about Tarantula Slayer and other things as they drop. But until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day, and God bless.